All right, big update on Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Hemant Soren's ED grilling that might happen shortly from now. Is an arrest coming up soon? Sources suggest that Hemant Soren met with his father. They confirmed that he's met with his family members, his father particularly, ahead of the ED grilling. ED has written a letter to Jharkhand government to put extra security throughout the questioning. ED expects that law and order situation may arise during the questioning. In fact, Jharkhand government has also formed a 3-member team to take care of security just in case things go out of hand. Shreya Chatterjee, who's right there, she's in fact tracking very closely the kind of security that's been put in place. Shreya, if I can come to you, give us more on what's due to pan out today. There's a lot of speculation around Hemant Soren's arrest. He's going to be grilled by the Enforcement Directorate soon. Soren has met with his father right before ED grilling. Give us the timeline and the plan for Hemant Soren today. What time is he going to be with the Enforcement Directorate officials? What kind of grilling is expected? Please do take us through.
Nabila, the clock's already ticking to 12:40. So in 20 minutes from now is the scheduled time for the Enforcement Directorate to arrive at the location where I'm right now. Now, before I go ahead with what really has transpired back and forth, I'll give you a sense on the ground. You can look at the heightened security across the entire Kake Road, which is the stretch that is around the CM's house. Now, what we're also learning, that the Enforcement Directorate had also suspected that when they will be arriving, there is a possibility of a law and order disruption, is why they sought heavy security. Now, post that, we also do know that the governor held multiple rounds of meeting with the DGP, IG and DIG. The last meeting that was held was yesterday morning. Post that, we saw all the top-level officers, including the SP City, the IG, the DIG, they all were taking stock on the ground. And right now, you can see the entire stretch has been barricaded. There have been heavy security that has been put in this area. We are also being told that assistant security has been placed at the ED office as well. This to ensure that there is no disruption of law and order situation when the Enforcement Directorate team reaches. We also spoke to the SP City, Ranchi. They said that if anyone breaks the law and order of the Section 144 imposed in and around the areas of the Raj Bhavan, the ED office and the CM house, then the action will be taken accordingly. Going to the questioning that the ED will put forth before Hemant Soren, it will round around the entire land mafia scam. The Hemant Soren will be asked about his alleged links to Benami properties, allegedly those properties that he did not list in his Election Commission affidavit, the bank accounts of the businesses linked to his wife during the period of 2018 to 2022, preferably the time when the alleged scam took place. So these will be the possible line of questioning. At 1 p.m. is when the ED will be arriving. We also know that there's a fresh input based on which ED has already done one section of action in his residences in Delhi, seized 36 lakh rupees, a BMW car, some documents as well. Now is the time for the second round of action on the fresh inputs as well. 1 p.m. is the time, and we are all waiting for the Enforcement Directorate to arrive amidst the heavy security presence in Ranchi.
All right, 1 p.m. is the likely time that's been given that Hemant Soren should arrive before the ED offices. Anupam Mishra, who's also at Hemant Soren's house in Ranchi. Anupam, if you're with me, take us through the kind of security right behind you. We know that the JMM itself has ensured security if in case things go out of hand. They're expecting, there's speculation within the JMM itself that their chief minister could likely be arrested by end of today.
Yeah, well, Nabila, let me show you the security arrangements in front of CM's residence, and there is lot of security arrangements all over the area by Ranchi police, and we have spoken with Ranchi police also. So they have already declared imposed section 144 in this area, so no one is allowed in this area, and they are also making announcements that the section 144 is imposed in and around this area. And let me tell you, just ahead ahead of ED grilling, according to sources, CM Hemant Soren went to his father to seek his blessings. And the residence of Shibu Soren is not far from CM's residence. And the meeting not lasted long. It was a very brief and short meeting. And he went back to CM residence. And this is the source information which they're saying that he went to seek his father's blessings. And the cavalcade was not very big. It was a short cavalcade in which CM Hemant Soren was traveling. And this is the situation right now in front of the CM residence. But the most vital two questions are there. What will happen to Hemant Soren? Will he be arrested? This is the first vital question. And the second most vital question is on Kalpana Soren, whether there will be any change of guard. And these are the questions which is circulating in and around Ranchi. And a lot of people, we have spoken to a lot of JMM leaders yesterday, and that when they came out from the meeting, which lasted for about 2 hours, and they insisted that they have only spoken about the that there will be nothing around, and they are not giving any sense of like the situations outside, and the sense that there is anything wrong going on. But today, when we spoke to Mahua Maji, she said
what
that
we know is that the JMM will of course make it appear as if they are the victims, that this is vendetta politics. That's what they've stuck to right from the start. But one shouldn't miss the moot point here. Hemant Soren went missing for nearly 40 hours. Just yesterday, he resurfaced after missing for nearly 40 hours. And this comes after he skipped at least 9 summons that was issued to him in the last year. Munish Pandey is also joining us, tracking very closely the ED's developments. Munish, questioning will begin now, anytime now. Is it likely that Hemant Soren will be arrested by this evening?
Well, Nabila, this is a billion-dollar question, that whether Hemant Soren will be arrested or not. But just before the questioning, the Enforcement Directorate has written a letter to the Jharkhand government asking for more security around the CM's residence where the questioning will take place. Because remember, last time when he was questioned by the ED officials at the residence of Chief Minister Hemant Soren, there was a law and order situation, because the supporters of Hemant Soren gathered in large number, and that is why they have written a letter. They have got an assurance from the Jharkhand government that there is a 3-member team formed by the Jharkhand government which will take care of the security. Now, also there is an anticipation that if ED wants to arrest Hemant Soren, then there shouldn't be any law and order situation. As far as this arrest is concerned, Nabila, remember I have been speaking to my sources within the Enforcement Directorate. What they are claiming, that not only in one case, that is the land scam case, they have gathered evidence against Hemant Soren in the illegal mining and coal mining case also. So as far as the evidence is concerned, the ED claims they are in a position to arrest Hemant Soren, but they will follow the procedure. And the procedure under Prevention of Money Laundering Act is, first you have to question the accused in the case, you have to question the suspect in the case, and only if the person is not able to satisfy the investigative officer, then only arrest can be made. So it is going to be certainly important whether the ED officials are satisfied with the answers of Hemant Soren or not, and whether to arrest Hemant Soren because of his unsatisfactory responses. So certainly today is going to be extremely important. As far as ED is concerned, remember, top officials have flew down to Ranchi this morning to ensure that the questioning goes very smoothly, and if there is a situation where there is a need of any extreme action, then that action can also be taken.